as a reliable witness and his evidence safely acted upon if requisite corroboration is forthcoming, or whether it suffers from such infirmities and improbability that it cannot be said to be lacking an intrinsic worth. In the later stage, the question of seeking corroboration would hardly arise. That was the submission which I made yesterday. He is subject to double test. But if he fails in the first test, then you will not apply the second test. You will not ask for corroboration.
No amount of vision.
Yes.
Cure the defect.
Now I am coming to the statement of Mr. Masood Mahmood. I read his examination chief, and yesterday I stated that I will not touch his cross-examination. Later on I will quote just few paragraphs from his cross-examination, but at the moment, while relying on this statement, I will show to your Lordship that this is not natural. It doesn't fall within the category of first test, but you will, Lordship, now will apply a second test on this statement and treating him as a normal witness, as if he is a normal witness. And if we are applying that test, no sir, his evidence I have read, is that part as I have read. Now sir, first thing which I will say, sir, after reading his examination chief, what emerges about his personality? What type of person he appears? If we accept his testimony, so what emerges about his personality?
And we will accept you as a prudent man.
No, sir, नहीं, अभी टेस्ट में अप्लाई नहीं कर रहा.
अच्छा.
वो a prudent man था. वो डफर नहीं होना चाहिए.
जी.
तो मुझे बताएंगे तो मैं बता दूंगा कौन है prudent. I can't be the prudent man.
लिख के दे दे. लिख के दे दे.
आप लिखेंगे ऑर्डर में तो वो लिखा ही जाएगा. ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट है सर. Thank you very much. What emerges from his statement? I'm just describing. If I have read a statement, so what impression I will form? What impression I will form? So what type of person he is? Sir, he is a career officer. He's a career officer. Nothing wrong or adverse on record against him. This is the second thing. Number third is an officer of integrity. This is his claim. And he says that even it was appreciated by the Prime Minister of that time. Zulfiqar Bhutto praised his integrity. So this man is with clean slate, very neat and clean person, having no negative point in his personality. On the contrary, what emerges about the personality of Bhutto? What emerges? I'm sorry, this would not be my personal opinion. I'm sorry if somebody, family member is sitting over here. This is not my opinion about the personality of Bhutto.
Why do we have to go there?
तो मैं देख रहा हूँ कोई गुस्सा आज कर
नहीं, why we are going there? Let's stick to the witness.
I'm just expressing my feeling that what words I will use, they may hurt their feeling. I was clarifying, this is not my opinion.
So let's avoid.
Okay.
Don't let's avoid.
No, sir, that is must. That is must. That is must.
Why?
That is must. One personality, other personality.
No, but you don't gauge a criminal or a accused on how he compares with the truth.
No, sir, I'm not. Please let me explain. Just be with me for 2-3 minutes. I will not use any negative words, but I will just say that if his evidence is considered, so impression about Bhutto is, I will use the soft word, that he will not tolerate any dissent, even in political matters. Number two,
according to this,
yes, इसी की बात कर रहा हूँ.
One opinion.
यही मैं कह रहा था.
Yes. He must get his way. Fine.
दूसरा कि वो he can go to the extent of taking life of his political opponent. This is
ये वो
what,
कह रहा है.
This is their case.
yes, यही मैं कह रहा था.
जी.
Ab now, your lordship will see what was the task for appointment of this gentleman. Now my submission will become relevant. What was the task? Number one was to raise the force, that is FSF, into a deterrent one, so that people must fear. And the force is to be used for political purposes. Number three, the most important was to kill a political opponent. This is the task of the Prime Minister as per prosecution. And for that purpose, he is looking for a suitable candidate. That is the reason. Now question arises whether the Prime Minister had no other option except to appoint only Masood Mahmood. Had it been a position that Prime Minister had no choice, choice was very limited. You have to select a person who has served in East Pakistan, who has served in Karachi, and he is the person who fulfill all these requirements. Had this choice been...
He was also God-fearing. He was also God-fearing.
नहीं वो अगली बात
कह रहा है.
सर वो आगे आ जाएंगे, चीफ साहब नाराज हो जाएंगे, मुझे बात को कंप्लीट करना है. वो अब ये वो कह रहा है. अब लॉ क्या कहता है, एफएसएफ का एक्ट क्या कहता है, इसके नीचे इधर ही मैंने रखा था, देखो ये. अब एफएसएफ एक्ट में ये सर एक्ट है 1973 का, ये है जी ना आपके पास, इधर प्लीज दीजिए
जी.
ये पास हुआ है जी ऑन 29th of June 1973. इसका सेक्शन 5 देखिए.
जी.
Appointments of officer of the force. For the purposes of this act, the federal government may, by notification in the official gazette, appoint any person who is or has been a member of armed forces, the civil armed forces or the police force. Now, kindly see the choice of the Prime Minister. From 3 places he could pick a person who is serving army officer, who is serving in civil armed forces, and he is from police service, and even retired. Now the point comes when I said I will make this submission why this person will be chosen for the task. In his CV, he has not said anything which could make him relevant for the task. Had he said, sir, I was considered an encounter specialist, and in such and such time I killed such and such person, yes, then he could be a relevant person. But how the Prime Minister will go for this gentleman who is a neat and clean person, who is nothing adverse against him, and who has integrity, who is appointing him? Can any sane person will believe? Would